Hey everybody, it's V the Sepia Scholar, and y'all, it's Easter, Resurrection Day, whatever you celebrate. Black Jesus came up from the grave and saved our souls, and I am exhausted for sure, for sure. Had a good time with the kids. We went to church. We had some good food. I still got the itis, if that's still politically correct to say. Anyways, had good food. Hung out with mommy. Everybody was looking good, dressed, fresh to death. And I owe you guys this episode 9 of the Ultimatum. And you know what I said? I'm going to do the reunion too, because I'm going to do it all off the top of my head, and I'm just going to get on here and rant and change the name later. So I hope that you guys had an amazing weekend. You had a good time. Everybody was loving everybody. Everybody had good food, and you were safe and blessed. Everybody was healthy. With that being said, let me go ahead and kick this intro off, and we'll talk about episode 9, which wasn't much of nothing. And we'll do the reunion, which had lots of shocking moments. I was kind of caught off guard with the reunion, and some of those people I knew was suspect turned out to be suspect. So either way, let me hit this intro. All right, like the intro says, like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for the people who jumped on my Put a Ring on It video. Y'all always come through on the Put a Ring on It video, and there was a lot of ratchetry over there. I even had to get on Instagram and speak on that, and I still got to drop my Ready to Love. Y'all, Married at First site has not been hitting the way it's supposed to, and it's showing in the views. Y'all could care less about that, probably because the show is dragging, but because, I might do a short on that one because I ain't feeling what they got going on over there. But we're here to talk about the Ultimatum. So let's talk about episode 9. That's when everybody made their choices. We can get through that pretty quickly. So the first couple that came up on the episode 9 when they made their decisions was, let me see, because remember I'm doing everything off the top of my head, Shanique and Randall and they boring storyline. Randall and Shanique came out there. They were out in the middle of the grass wood. Shanique had her little cute little go-go dress on. Randall had his little blue suit on, and they were looking like Mr. and Mrs. HBCU. Like I told y'all, that's what they give me. I love it. It's cute. It's wonderful and everything. And Shanique got out there, and I told you guys, Shanique comes off cold to me. I don't know what the hell is going on, but she seemed like she's always angry, and I already told y'all, I'm sorry if I'm lying on Randall, but Randall, it seems like he got sugar in his tank. Nobody can tell me no damn different. And I've spoken to lots of my friends, and they agree. That's what it seems like. So if you don't, Randall, I apologize, but that's what you're giving. That's what you're giving. And then the whole, in awe that you were so in awe of Madeline, that made us look at you crazy as hell too. So it was crazy with the whole ultimatum and everything. But they got out there, and Shanique was like, oh my God, I took you for granted. I love you so much. And Randall was looking crazy and rambling on, kind of like what I'm doing now. And he did what I thought he wasn't going to do. He proposed. He proposed to me. Yeah, he proposed. I was like, what? Are you serious, Randall? Why are we doing this? Is it because you guys been together a long time? This makes no sense. Then it dawned on me, because somebody said this on another review, and I was really started thinking about it, because I was getting so angry about him and Madeline that I wasn't paying attention to the manipulation and the smoke screen that was out here in these streets. He was using Madeline. He was using the triangulation method. So you get somebody else to make the person you actually want jealous and to come towards you, and that's what he was doing with Madeline. So the more he spoke, the more I realized, hey, he actually feels like he in love with this lady. And that's why she, and it's funny because she had to drag him on the ultimatum. And he made all these excuses for needing to be financially stable and all this stuff. I think he was dangling that carrot. Then when he seen she was contemplating doing something else, he got Madeline. That's why he would kiss Madeline off camera. They do a little bit of play, but he never let her get any. That's why he picked at her when they were talking about Kobe, so that because she was hot in the trot, she wanted some of that BBC, like I said, and he picked on Madeline about Kobe so that they could get angry, so he wouldn't have to give her none because he knew it was about to go down. I would be, and they said that they didn't do anything. I was shocked. So that's why you say sometimes you got to watch a show from different angles and get other people's perspectives. Because I thought maybe he, it was that old Uncle Ruckus ass shit. Like, ooh, Snow Bunny, I'm about to be on it. I've been at HBCU all these years, and now there's a whole thick ass Snow Bunny that I can take a bite of that little cottontail. That's what I thought was going on, but somebody gave a totally different perspective. So I get it, and I'm starting to agree with it. But either way, he proposed. Next. Who was the next people that started talking on there? Zay and Ray broke up. So they show Zay playing Dora the Explorer and getting his backpack and rolling off into the sunset with nobody. You guys, people make jokes and say that Zay is slow. I think he is actually delayed emotionally. He has a lot of trauma going on, and it shows. He wears it on his shoulder, and that's why he doesn't know how to communicate with people, and that's why he gets in his feelings. He gets offended really quickly. So Zay exited stage left. Then they went to Jake and April. Excuse me. Something about April is sexy to me, y'all. April gives sexy. She's slim. She ain't got no body. She came out in that dress, but she gives that. Like what they call it. They say she's a Filipino firecracker. And so I can see why Jake was probably pulled in. But also she was a lot of work and she demanded a lot of standards. And once again, he got pulled in for the Ultimatum. He didn't want to be on the show, right? And she wanted to come on there because she was saying that he bought her a car, or they bought each other cars, and they had all types of big ticket items going on, but he wouldn't marry her. But she sat there like she knew that he wasn't going to propose. Spoiler alert, he didn't propose. But you could tell because the way they walked up, it wasn't any, like their body language, and then they sat on the picnic table. He wasn't making any moves towards her, and she knew it was about to be hot mess too. And when I talk about the reunion, it's going to all make sense. She sat there and she was like, do what's on your heart. Do whatever you want to do. Go ahead, Jakey. I mean, he talked all up and through it. I told you it was going to be quick. All up and through it. And sat there and said, I love you. But it basically is not going to happen. There's no proposal. And she was like, I invested 2 years with this guy. But, I want to have babies. And if this is not what he wants, then it is what it is. And she strolled off her little cute self off into the sunset. She was hurt, you could tell. But obviously this was some produced ass shit because then Ray pulled up in her SUV. What was they like? Had her in the bushes just in case he said yay or nay. Y'all, they produced the hell out of this shit. She pulled up. Y'all, I told you, Ray is a beautiful woman. But something about the way she dresses or the way she walks comes out so trashy and cheap. I don't know what it is. She's stunning and she seems to be nice, but she looked like some old OnlyFans shit. It looked like her clothes are always about to fall off. The shoes look cheap, like she got look. I will buy the hell out of some shoes from Shein. I'm not saying they look cheap, but the whole ensemble gives me Fashion Nova. I don't know why. April could have had on the same shit. I don't know if it's the body shape. I mean, Ray's body's banging. She got a little donk back there, a little shape, curvy. That's what she looked like. She looked like one of them damn girls on the fantasy girls that on those video games. How it always looks like their clothes are about to just rip off, and it's like, what the hell just happened here? It was mess, but that's how she looked. I don't know why. Either way, she came out there and they started talking about we're such a good match. We finish each other's sentences. We're the same person. They're literally the same person. She's Jake with hair. She's Jake with hair. Let me put them up here. She's Jake with hair. That's what she looked. The whole thing gives me Jake with hair. And then they get up there and they start talking, and they were hugging it down in the middle of the trees in the woods. And then he was like, "Oh, we're gonna explore this more, and I got 2 plane tickets to wherever you want to go." And then they jump in the car and they ride off together. Okay, boom, they're done. All right, let's go to Madeline and Colby. So we got Madeline and Colby, and when they finished off, she was angry because he was hollering at bitches outside of the process. kissing and texting and all that stuff because him and April were friends, and he wanted to have the same experience as Madeline was having with Randall. So he said, we're gonna be talking to other bitches outside the process, and they argued, but then she still showed up for the proposal. And like I said, Madeline, thicker than a Snicker, she came in that flowery ass dress or whatever, looking like every cowboy's dream. And he came in looking like, and I figured out who he looked like, and which is why I probably don't completely hate Colby's ass, even though he is true F-boy status. Y'all, I have a secret crush on. Well, it ain't so secret. Everybody knows me. Oh, Matthew McConaughey. And that's what he was giving me. He was giving me Matthew McConaughey. And so I gave him a pass. So they get up there. He proposes. She accepts, although her family hates him. Her friends hate him. Everybody hates him. She accepted his proposal. And then they got married right then. An officiant came out. They got married. And she's like, my daddy's probably going to kill me. And then the show ended. Walloo! That's episode 9. All right. It wasn't giving much of nothing. That was the driest finale ever. So let's get into the reunion. I don't even remember who started the reunion, but they're all sitting there and there's people missing, right? And they bring out Madeline and she damn near about to pop. She's pregnant. So if you think about it, he proposed, they married, and they got pregnant. And yes, I know he wanted kids, but I feel like this was a reverse trapping. Because she claimed she didn't believe in the one. She didn't know she wanted to be married. He put that baby in her. And I'm convinced she was pregnant before the show even ended because I told y'all she was thicker than a bitch. She looked thick in that damn flowery dress. And that would explain why they got married so fast. Y'all can't tell me no damn different. But she looked beautiful in her big frock. I don't know. I mean, there's new modern maternity clothes, so I don't know why the hell she came out there in a gold trim sack. But she looked beautiful. And her hair was brown, and Colby was looking like Colby. His hair was just longer. It was what it was. Now, let's see who we could talk about. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. I guess we could talk about Lauren and Nate. So people were calling out Lauren and Nate because they were saying that, the proposal was too damn quick and they were asking Nate. I guess everybody didn't like Nate. They called him out on that shocking proposal he did, which seemed disingenuous when they were at the decision table. And they kept asking if Lauren wanted to have kids. She said they were in therapy. And they kept badgering, and freaking Alexis man-face ass was like, y'all have a baby or what? I was like, damn, bitch, are they having your baby? I'm confused. Are they having your baby? Okay, I just wanted to check real quick. Anyways, Lauren kind of whispers, I agreed to have one. I'm like, what? Wait. Okay, whatever. But they did a cute little montage of Nate keep saying that he want a damn baby. So he gonna get what he want, I guess. It is what it is. Next, boring couples. All right, Alexis and Hunter. Yes, they're still engaged. They're getting married. Apparently, Hunter's mom is a wedding planner, which is even more awesome. And they weren't giving much of nothing. They showed a little bit of the little decorations and stuff. It was cute, and they showed the little bridal showers, and I think they're getting married in June. All right, that's it for them. I don't give a damn about man-face and this person. I don't care. All right, so let's go to Ray and Zay. It's all mixed. Ray and Zay. So the way they had it all set up, everybody changed their hairstyles too. Shanique had on this lace front blonde, and she's a gorgeous woman, but I wasn't liking it. I didn't like it. I don't know. And then the highlight was matching the dress she had on. I mean, it's not like she looked bad, but it wasn't doing it for me. I don't know. April had blonde hair too, and she was wearing red because she liked to be sexy on y'all laugh. Y'all know that's my boo. She talked too damn much. She'll probably get on my nerves in real life, but that's my boo. Her and Zay in his very small beige suit vest situation with the tight white shirt and then some sneakers. But y'all, they could get it, y'all. They could get it. They could get it. I would handle Zay non-communicating ass, and that's probably why I'm toxic too. So either way, they're sitting on the couch and they're talking to April, and April is like, yeah, you know, it was over for me like in the beginning, because basically when he went off with Ray and I saw how they were interacting, I'm like, oh, it's cute. And when he came back for my 3 weeks, it was like he wasn't my man anymore because he was missing her, and it was still all about her during my 3 weeks. So I felt gypped. And then they did a whole cute reenactment of the twerking, and Ray definitely is thicker, and the booty was doing a little it was doing a little that. But April, you know, that's my boo. She got a struggle twerk like me, and it was cute. It was all cute. And April says she got a new man. April says she got a new man, and he's older, and he want to have a baby, and he want to get married, and she's in a serious relationship. April got a man at home, and he gonna smash them eggs. All right, so she's happy, but you could tell Jake was getting pissed off about her talking about her happiness and stuff. He's like, Jake, you ain't wonder what the hell you getting mad for? She said, oh, you know, I loved him and everything, but he just wasn't my person. You could see Jake just getting angrier and angrier. And why the hell Jake came out there with them damn whack-ass baby braids? It was distracting. I couldn't even take what he was saying seriously. Them baby braids was trash. Them cornrows, Jake, don't do it. Jake, it looked bad. Go back to the curly thing is your thing. The girls were going crazy with the curly hair. You was looking hot, ratchet mess with them baby braids. We need to look like this. But anyways, so as they're sitting there, they go to and April's doing whatever, bragging about her new boo, and Jake's getting pissed because Jake's like, you know, you act like everything was perfect, and we came here and it was messed up, and I didn't even want to come here. Then they did a whole montage of him saying he was dragged there. He wanted to be with April, and he was dragged there. But then when he got there, he saw Ray, and it was on and popping. So they talked about their little love story and everything. Then they asked them, did they ever go on that trip? This one it gets tricky. Tricky. They asked if they ever went on that trip. And Jake was like, nah. And then Ray goes to rambling. Oh, you know, we all had to like get over the fact that, you know, our relationships were broken up and I didn't feel comfortable and all this other bullshit she was talking about. And then she said her and Zay had actually got back together, but it didn't work out. So she just rambling. And then Zay was like, it's Easter, but I'm about to cut. He was like, we were fucking the whole time. What did you talk about? We was fucking the whole time. So the problem between them two is they were good in the bed. And Jake probably was good, but he wasn't whamming the way Zay was. Because that's all they talked about. Zay said he needed sex 3 times a day. And like I told you, Ray looked like some old Instagram OnlyFans type video game fantasy type chick. And that's why they worked. They didn't have to communicate. They communicate by. That's how they communicated. So that's why they couldn't get away from each other. It's called a soul tie, people. It's called a soul tie. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, it didn't work out. Okay, so it was that was crazy to hear that they were still smashing. And then Jake was looking crazy. So that's probably why Jake was salty about April, because Jake said, oh, I'm just exploring and seeing where I want to be and where I end up. I was like, oh, but then they were still talking like they Ray and Jake were still talking like they were together. He was comforting her and all this other bullshit. I said, what is this foolery? What is this? But anyways, so it was funny because what I was perturbed about is the whole vibe was just off. So like I said, Jake by himself, April got a man. Jay by himself, they asked if he's been dating, and he's like, nah, he's been over here chilling. And then Ray singing praises of Jake, but saying she smashed Zay, so it was all mess. So when all the foolishness actually came out was when it went to Shanique and Randall's portion. So what happened with them was they are still together, but they were no longer engaged. And what ended up happening was they broke up, and then Shanique said she was dating, and Randall said he lost a lot of people in his life. It was the roughest time in his life, and that whole time he realized that he actually wanted to be with Shanique. So they got back together and they're working it out. But then, Messy Production had to play the videotape where Zay, remember I told you it looked like Zay and Shanique had did something? They kind of showed some clips. I told you I was about to do the movement. It looked like something was getting it in under the blankets. Yes, it was hot mess because everybody was awkward. Randall said he feel bad about it. It's awkward. He doesn't like it. Doesn't make him feel good. Shanique says, yes, I told Randall as soon as it happened, and getting physical with Zay is what let me know he was not my person. So she ain't like what he was working with. She ain't like it. And so, who had a meltdown? Ray. Oh my God, Zay, I can't believe you did this. You kept accusing me you kept accusing me and Jake of smashing and doing it in a really nasty, disrespectful way, and it turns out you and Shanique actually did something, and me and Shanique are actually friends, and we were going places, and I don't want that to be messed up because you. And then Zay was trying to apologize, and she didn't want to hear it. Y'all, I know they say Ray is the victim, but Ray is suspect as fuck to me, and y'all can call me mal-identified all y'all want. She knows that Zay's communication is delayed, and she takes advantage of that. She doesn't let him apologize. He was apologizing. He was doing all that stuff. Yes, what he did originally was F-boy status, accusing her of doing something when he know he did it. But when he tried to apologize, she was so happy to play the victim. She just went all in, and he got up and he left. And it was like, well, what just happened here? What just happened? And then after that, after she had her meltdown, supposedly for somebody she don't want, they're like, Ray, what you been doing? Y'all, I have to do a pause. Y'all, Ray is with a woman. Ray says she's exploring her sexuality. And that's what she's doing right now. Y'all, she probably liked Kat the entire time. Y'all, they played in our face on this show. She might have liked Jake as a friend. Yeah, they were making out. She was doing her thing. Or she might be fluid. I don't know. But she knew she wanted to be with that woman the entire time. And she took advantage of Zay's delayedness, horrible communication, and trauma bond that she had with him to bring her ass on this damn show. That's why it was weird that she gave him the ultimatum and then couldn't explain what she liked about him, how she felt about him, what about marriage, because she liked box. She liked box. Why we came on here for this? She liked box. So the problem is not her liking box. Munch away, chick. Munch away. It's you coming in on this show and playing in our face, knowing damn well you wanted a woman. And that was the highlight of the whole damn reunion. That was the highlight of the whole reunion. So it boils down to half these people knew they was going to be married anyway, right? So Madeline and Colby they married. Let me see. Let's do the pictures. We're going to do it right. Madeline and Colby are married. Lauren and Nate about to get married. She's going to give them one baby, and they're going to skip off into the sunset. And that shit ain't real. I love Lauren, by the way, though. Anyways. Jake and April. April got a new man, a grown man who know what he wants. Jake just got dropped off in the sunset doing his thing. I'm sure he's doing fine in these streets. Alexis and Hunter, they're going to get married, and she's going to save money because his mother is a wedding planner or whatever. And I don't think I forgot anybody. Shanique and Randall, they're not engaged, but they're together, and they're going to skip off into HBCU heaven. With that being said, thank you so much for joining me for this rant/review/recap of the Netflix Ultimatum, episode 9, and the reunion. And as usual, I love you guys so much, and I appreciate your support. And I love when y'all comment. I don't care if it's a bad comment. I had my first troll, and I was excited because I was like, oh, somebody's actually watching this stuff and enjoying it. Whether they hate it, love it, agree, don't agree, at least hit the like button, do something, let me know you're there. And I appreciate I had did this as a live because I had all this already scheduled, so I jumped on here and I ended up doing the episode 9 and the reunion. With that being said, love who loves you. God bless you with everything that you need, and the CPS Scholar is out. I love y'all so much.